Good evening, everyone, and we welcome you into the Eagles Nest here on the campus of Beaufort High School, where tonight the Covert Air High School Basketball Series continues with the Eagles of Beaufort High School taking on the Seahawks of Hilton Head High. I'm Chris Tremblay, and this is the second meeting between these two teams. They met back on January 23rd. Hilton Head came out on top 73-44. Most of the damage in that game was done, virtue of a 40-17 second half in favor of Hilton Head. Let's talk about these two teams. First, we'll start off with Hilton Head. They come in at 9-12, 3-6 in the region, and even though they have a losing record at this point, this is what you need to know. They win tonight, they're in the postseason. If they lose, they need Cane Bay, who is playing Powerhouse Berkeley tonight, to also lose. They and Cane Bay would have similar records, but Hilton Head owns the tiebreaker as they won both meetings between those two teams. Players to watch for Hilton Head tonight. Senior Trevor Wright comes in averaging 15.4 points a game. Senior captain Chris Washington at 14.9. And junior Davis Malloy, the big 6'4" he comes in averaging 10 points a game. Flipping over to Beaufort, not the season they were looking to have this year. They come in at 2-19. They've lost their last 9 games. They have a much younger team than Hilton Head and certainly a squad building for the future. Players to watch for them, Dejan Galloway, averaging 10.7 points a game. Ethan Leanna, he's averaging 9 points a game. We're going to hear what the coaches have to say about this as the Club Car of Hilton Head pregame show continues right after this.
Club Car of Hilton Head, an authorized dealer of the finest golf, utility, and transportation vehicles in the industry. We have a full selection of electric, gas, PTV, golf, and utility vehicles. We are family owned and operated and value our customer relationships. Fully staffed with factory-trained technicians and can service your cart at your home or business. We provide an outstanding customer experience from sales to service. Come check us out. We are proud to be Hilton Head's only authorized Club Car dealer.
When it comes to air conditioning, bigger is not always better. An oversized system uses too much energy and it won't reduce the humidity levels, leading to dampness, mold, and microbacterial growth. Take this environmental tip from Covert Air.
And we welcome you back into the Club Car of Hilton Head pregame show. We're joined by Hilton Head High head coach Ken Updike. Ken, thanks so much for spending a little time with us.
Sure, not a problem.
You come in at 9-12. Every team looks for a winning record every year. Obviously, that's not going to happen this year. It's been an up and down year. Let's talk about when it's been up. What has Hilton Head been doing well?
When we shoot the ball well, we do a lot of other things well. We defend well, we rebound well, we transition well. It's when we get in those shooting slumps that we start to do some of those things. They get us in trouble. We don't rebound well. We don't transition well. We don't defend well. So, it's kind of twofold. You don't shoot the ball well, and then all of a sudden you're not doing other stuff well. So, the trick is to try to get some quality shots, make those quality shots, and then that we kind of feed off that.
You have a very experienced team. If I'm not mistaken, 8 seniors on your roster. What have you learned about this team this year that you might not have known going in?
We've had a couple guys that as juniors played some limited minutes and have really transitioned into key players, leading scorers, and juniors and a sophomore. So, you saw glimpses of it. Last year you saw glimpses of it over the summer, but we didn't really know, until it happened. Chris Washington is one of those kids where he just kind of exploded. And he's been really good on both sides of the ball, and he's doing things I'm not sure he knew he could do, and he's got some notice from some small schools, which was something fantastic for him.
Who else should everybody keep an eye on tonight during the telecast?
We've got a core group of seniors, Lance Jackson and Trevor Wright and Chris Washington. And then you put Davis Malloy out there, who played with us last year as a sophomore, who's now a junior. And then we got some young guys. There's 4 sophomores that get considerable playing time. So you'll see some young guys out there that bring a little energy to us.
9th year as the head coach. Are you still having fun with it?
Depends on the day. Yeah, I am. They're a good group of kids. They smile a lot, which makes it easier. you talk about you want to have a winning record and things like that, and our non-region, plan, we just try to get better. So you win some, you lose some. You schedule some teams that maybe you don't know you can beat, and we play in those tournaments. And it really comes down to region play. We set our goals. We want to go to playoffs. And that's number one. And we had a chance to accomplish that. We win here. We're in no matter what. We can get some help someplace else, but that was our goal, and these kids rallied to make sure they accomplish that.
So you want a good shooting night tonight, because that's going to feed everything else, right?
Yeah, we sure do.
Hilton Head High Coach Ken Updike, thanks so much for joining us. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
When we come back here on the Club Car of Hilton Head pregame show, we're going to have Beaufort coach Mike Ark right after this.
Covert Air.
Covert Air, we support the education and athletic programs for all of Beaufort County. Have a great year.
For all your heating and air conditioning, no one can compare.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
And we welcome you back into the Club Car of Hilton Head pregame show. I'm joined by Beaufort coach Mike Ark. Mike, thanks so much for spending a little time with us.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here for it.
Well, it's senior night, always a big night for any school.
Yeah, we're really excited. We're sending off 2 players and a manager, guys that have put a lot of time in the program, and we're just glad we can send them off right.
Obviously, at 2-19, not the season any team is really looking for, but every cloud has a silver lining. And what positives have we learned this year that we can possibly carry over into next year?
Well, last year we graduated our top 7 guys, and our 8th man transferred back to Pennsylvania. So during the course of this year, we got a lot of young guys, a lot of time. On our varsity right now, we have 2 freshmen, 6 sophomores, and 2 juniors beside those 2 seniors. So I think the future looks pretty good.
What do you think your team needs to do tonight to get a victory, and some things that you haven't done very well that you feel like you can improve on tonight?
Yeah, Hilton Head's a good team. They've got some good experience there, and our main problem this whole year has been turnovers. Speed of the game changed from JV to varsity, and we really have to control the ball better to be effective.
Who are the top players we can keep our eye on for Beaufort tonight?
Man, we're all pretty about even. Dejan Galloway and Ethan Leanna are our leading scorers. And then we've got, some young guys that come in and do stuff too. So those 2 juniors, obviously our seniors, Austin Burnett and Corey Witter, we're going to be looking at them to put some points up there and go out on a good note.
It's your first year. Obviously, there's a learning curve to anybody's job anywhere in their first year. What have you learned this year that's going to help you out to make the team better next year?
Yeah, well, luckily, I was already here for a couple of years as an assistant coach. So moving up, it was not new to me. It's happened at another school. So we've been in this spot, and we know that in the future, we just have to keep working. We just have to keep working. That's pretty much the motto. I mean, our guys need to work.
Michael, best of luck tonight. We look forward to a great game.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
When we come back here on the Club Car of Hilton Head pregame show, we're going to have the opening tip right after this.
Did you know that 90% of the energy created by old-fashioned light bulbs is given off in heat? You're making heat and creating more work for your air conditioner. Save 75% or more with CFL or LED light bulbs in all of your fixtures. An energy tip from Covert Air.
Club Car of Hilton Head, an authorized dealer of the finest golf, utility, and transportation vehicles in the industry. We have a full selection of electric, gas, PTV, golf, and utility vehicles. We are family owned and operated and value our customer relationships. Fully staffed with factory-trained technicians and can service your cart at your home or business. We provide an outstanding customer experience from sales to service. Come check us out. We are proud to be Hilton Head's only authorized club car dealer.
John Paul II Catholic School is committed to preparing students for the challenges of life through intellectual, physical, and spiritual programs that advance academic excellence, leadership, service to others, while fostering discipleship according to the traditions of the Catholic faith. Our core values of service, holiness, integrity, excellence, leadership, and diversity are represented by the shield of our mascot, the Golden Warrior. Call or click today to see all the great things going on at John Paul II Catholic School.
High school basketball starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Eagles Nest, home of your Beaufort Eagles. Tonight's starting lineup for Hilton Head. Number 1, L. Jackson. Number 2, T. Wright. Number 4, J. Singleton. Number 15, C. Washington. Number 35, D. Malloy. All right, now we have to make some noise for the Eagles. Let's hear it, noise. Number 2, Jamaat River. Number 21, a senior, Austin Burnett. Number 23, a junior, Ethan Leanna. Number 32, a sophomore, Warren Dickens. And our last senior, number 22, Corey Witter.
And we are ready to go, everybody, here from the Eagles Nest at Beaufort High School. I'm Chris Tremblay, joined by Marcus Walsh. Marcus, this should be a good one tonight, especially seeing that Hilton Head needs to win to get into the postseason.
Absolutely, Chris. This is a great environment for a basketball game. Hilton Head's just got to go out and play their game with a lot on the line. I'm looking forward to this matchup.
Should be a good one here on senior night at Beaufort High School. Starters for Hilton Head High: Lance Jackson, Trevor Wright, Jourdan Singleton, Chris Washington, Davis Malloy. For Beaufort, Jamaat Rivers, Austin Burnett, Corey Witter, Ethan Leanna, and Warren Dickens. And right away, it's laid up and in by Chris Washington. The captain gets his first 2 points of the game. For Beaufort tonight, the secret to their success is going to be a slower paced game with minimal turnovers. There's a long three-pointer put up off the front of the rim. Beaufort gets it back. There's another one put up. And they're trying for these Georgia Southern three-pointers right out of the gate. Number 32, Warren Dickens, tries to put it up. He comes down empty, and here come the Seahawks. And they're going to reset it up top. Davis Malloy, the 6'4 junior, tries a long three-pointer, comes up empty. Seahawks get the offensive rebound, but it's immediately stolen. Number 2, Trevor Wright, got his hands on that one, then he gets it stolen back. And right away, Chris Washington puts it up and gets his second hoop of the game, and Hilton Head leads it 4-0. Marcus, this is a more experienced Hilton Head team. Beaufort definitely doesn't want to get into a running match with them tonight.
No, they don't. And I tell you what, Chris, I really like the way that Hilton Head's really controlling the pace of this game so far. We're about a minute and a half in, but the passes have just been unbelievable. Great play right there. The passes have been unbelievable. They're getting shots, good looks. They're not all falling, but good looks. They're just playing really strong on both sides of the basketball right now, Chris. Should be interesting to see if they can keep it up.
Well, as we mentioned at the top of the show, this game was close at halftime when they played back on January 23rd. Hilton Head just got it going in the second half, outscoring the Eagles 40-17. There's a Georgia Southern three-pointer by Corey Witter, and he makes it 4-3. And a little bobbling done there by Trevor Wright, but he seems to get it back, which he does. Over on the wing there to Jourdan Singleton, who's going to bring it back out and try to get them reset. Once again, if Hilton Head wins tonight, they're in the playoffs. Even if they lose, they can still get in with a Cane Bay loss at Berkeley. Nice steal and try there by Trevor Wright, not quite able to convert. Pass underneath to Washington, who puts it up with his left hand, almost gets it, and he's going to go to the foul line.
That was a good, strong play right there by Wright, going inside hard. He's a pretty tall kid, just doing a great job of getting into that post, trying to make a play offensively, going to the line because of it.
Like to see him use that left hand when they're supposed to, huh?
Absolutely.
And he converts on 1 out of 2. Nice move to the hoop there by Trevor Wright. Once again comes up empty, and the Seahawks will keep the ball. Beaufort looking to minimize mistakes tonight. They do not want to get into a running match with the more experienced Hilton Head High Seahawks. Senior night here has a good crowd. You can see the Hilton Head side of things. Had a couple people come up here from the island, but right below us, right below the camera, it's a full deck of cards there for all the Beaufort fans. Hilton Head now working it around the perimeter. Malloy not able to do anything with it. He's the team's leading rebounder, the 6'4" junior. Trevor Wright trapped in the corner, and I think we're going to have a jump ball. And we are, and the Seahawks are going to get it. Club Car of Hilton Head, Beaufort County's only authorized club car dealer. If you're looking for a golf cart, go see Club Car of Hilton Head, located conveniently right across from Moss Creek, just off of Hilton Head Island. Nice try there by Chris Washington. Goes out, and I believe, I was going to say I thought Beaufort was going to get it, but I guess they're going to keep it with Hilton Head. Underneath pass to Washington, tries his left hand again, gets his own rebound. Can't quite convert, both times the rim denies him. Hilton Head will keep the ball. Lance Jackson throws it up top to Malloy. He's looking for somebody else to get it going, as he's going to be more effective down below. It goes back out to Lance Jackson. Trevor Wright with a nice jumper, and he gets his first hoop of the ball game. Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet, before you buy, give us a try. There's a nice rebound right there. Ethan Leanne is able to convert. Trevor Wright taking it to the hoop. Lance Jackson wants to reset things. Kicks it back on out there, and maybe time to reset things again. Out to Malloy. Throws it underneath. Trevor Wright has trouble handling it, and the Eagles will get the ball back.
I tell you what, Chris, boy, the Eagles had a really difficult time corralling the basketball around that time. They did a great job on defense, really making things tough for Hilton Head. We'll see what they do on this trip down the floor.
And that's one of the things they're going to have to do to keep this close. We have a little tumbling out there on the floor done. Jourdan Singleton had number 21, Austin Burnett, kind of fly over him a little bit there. Eagles will keep the ball. And we're going to go to timeout. So it appears right now as though Hilton Head definitely wants to keep things up tempo. When they have to reset, they're looking to go down low, give it to Davis Malloy, give it to Chris Washington. The big guys, they have a height advantage. They should be effective down low, Marcus.
Absolutely they should. So far, it's been a really interesting game. I think that Beaufort needs to try to get a little bit of extra toughness right now. It's been a tight ball game to this point. We know what's on the line for Hilton Head. They get in there in the playoffs, and Beaufort needs to come ready and battle for a full 32 minutes in this ball game, defend the home turf and or the home floor, and it should be exciting the rest of the way.
Maybe the fact that it's senior night will go ahead and give them that extra push, right? Back over, throws it over to Jamaat. Jamaat Rivers tries to do something with it. He comes up empty. And right there is Dejan Galloway, and he gets his first bucket. And we're tied at 7. Davis Malloy puts it up, tries to come up with a little something there, off the rim. Neither team really warmed up shooting yet. Jamaat Rivers comes down, throws an underneath pass that's stolen. And here comes Trevor Wright. Long three-pointer right there off the back of the iron. And we get a reset now. Hilton Head's going to go ahead and reset things, see if they can get some men doing some movement down there, get them a little easier shot. Over to Singleton, who brings it back up, and I think he was looking for Davis Malloy to do a little give and go to the hoop, and that didn't happen. Right down the floor comes Dejan Galloway, who tries to convert, and Hilton Head gets a rebound, and back they come. Trevor Wright now working the baseline. Kicks it on out to Lance Jackson, who can't convert. And with 1:45 left in the first quarter, we're all tied at 7. We have a football game going on here, Marcus?
I think we do. We had that same scenario with the girls' game. It was 14-3 at the end of one.
2 touchdowns and a field goal?
Nothing like a little Seahawks-Eagles action. Seattle versus Philly.
Oh, yes, and the Eagles, the day we're broadcasting this game is the day that the Eagles had their parade today in downtown Philadelphia. Wonder if any cars got tipped over.
That's a good question. Very good question.
Sorry, Eagles fans. It's just I'm going by what I see, you know. Okay, Beaufort working it around the perimeter. There's a nice three-pointer. Right away made there. Converted on right there by Ethan Leanna. And he puts the home team up by 3. Trying to answer is Trevor Wright. He comes up empty. Leanna had not established himself back in bounds yet, and the Seahawks will keep the ball. Covert Air is proud to be in their 5th year as presenting sponsor of the Covert Air High School Basketball Game of the Week. Be sure to visit them at covertair.com or give them a call at 706-5090. That's 706-5090 for all of your heating and air conditioning needs. And tell them you're a fan of high school sports right here on WHHI. Jamaat Rivers bringing it up, and he's going to reset things. Lance Jackson on him. Oh. And we're going to have an over and back. So the Seahawks will get the ball back, trailing 10-7 with 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Georgia Southern, Florida and South Carolina residents receive in-state tuition at our campuses in Savannah and Hinesville. Visit georgiasouthern.edu/border states. Georgia Southern University. Trevor Wright tries to take it in. He bangs it up. Nothing happening there. And here come the Eagles again. Nice defensive play made there. Trevor Wright takes it in and he scores. So nice move by Trevor Wright on the steal. Seahawks cut the Eagles' lead to 1. 12 seconds left now in the first quarter. Dejan Galloway trying to do something with it. Long three-pointer put up there. And time is going to run out. So at the end of the first quarter, the home team, the Beaufort Eagles, lead the Hilton Head Seahawks 10-9. We'll be back right after this.
How old is your heating and air system? 10 years or more? Replacing an old HVAC system with a new one is 250% more efficient. Look for the Energy Star rating and let a qualified professional make sure you get the right unit for your home or business.
John Paul II Catholic School is committed to preparing students for the challenges of life through intellectual, physical, and spiritual programs that advance academic excellence, leadership, service to others, while fostering discipleship according to the traditions of the Catholic faith. Our core values of service, holiness, integrity, excellence, leadership, and diversity are represented by the shield of our mascot, the Golden Warrior. Call or click today to see all the great things going on at John Paul II Catholic School.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
Covert Air.
Honored to provide the heating and air conditioning needs for St. Gregory. Covert Air.
Covert Air. For all your heating and air conditioning, no one can compare.
And we are ready to go with the second quarter with Buford leading 10-9. Once again, Hilton Head needs a win tonight. It's simple as this. They win tonight, they're in the postseason. If they lose, they need Cane Bay to lose at Berkeley so that they can get in. Both those teams would be tied record-wise, but Hilton Head won both meetings earlier this year, so they own the tiebreaker. Lance Jackson working it around the outside, a long three-pointer by Davis Malloy. He comes up empty, down with the rebound. Comes Dejan Galloway. Galloway, the leading scorer for this team. And Lance Jackson almost had his hands on that. And Buford's doing everything they can to keep this close and cause the upset, just like the last game we had, Marcus, where Hilton Head Christian Academy upset John Paul II.
Absolutely. It's going to be big key, like we said, senior night. Everything going right, including that three.
Dejan Galloway with a Georgia Southern three-pointer, and he gets the ball right back, and here come the Eagles again. Nice try for the pass down underneath. It was deflected by a Hilton Head player, and the Eagles will keep it. So Dejan Galloway reining in a Georgia Southern three-pointer. Open jumper taken, here come the Seahawks. Now the game's getting going up and down a little bit. A little sloppy, but both teams are doing a little running now. There in the green is in the background by the cooler is Coach Mike Ark of Beaufort, looking for his seniors on senior night to go out with a victory. Lance Jackson takes it, throws it in, be taken by Trevor Wright, who's going to bring it up and reset the Seahawks. Gaston Moore over to Jourdan Singleton. The Seahawks patiently working the perimeter, and that's more of what they need to do. Throw it into Washington, he can find an open man, and they can get a shot out. Jourdan Singleton comes up empty, and here comes Dejan Galloway again. Throws it out long, a 3-ball try right there, and here come the Seahawks. Working it around the perimeter. Number 11, Gaston Moore, puts that one up. He misses, and we have some up and down action, but sometimes, Marcus, if you wonder, they obviously get going a little bit quicker than they can handle.
Absolutely, there's no question about that. Great job by the Beaufort Eagles, doing a great job really forcing the perimeter of the Hilton Head Seahawks, not letting them get any inside game. They're not letting them get any inside game.
The Eagles will keep the ball. Beaufort leads at 13-9 with 5:53 left in the second quarter. There's a steal right there by Jourdan Singleton. There's a long three put up right there by Trevor Wright. Not sure if Coach Ken Updike was looking for that to be the play on that possession. Dejan Galloway with another long one. And he misses, but rebounded there by number 20. 22, Corey Witter put that one in. And Hilton Head just can't get the biscuit to go in the basket. Galloway sends it on over there to Ethan Leanna, who's going to set it up. Long shot tried there by Warren Dickens. Beaufort will keep it. Taken right to the hoop there by Warren Dickens. Comes up empty, and the Seahawks will take possession. So Beaufort doing everything they can to keep this one close. Nice rebound there by a charging Trevor Wright. He puts up a nice soft one, and that falls. So nice play there by Trevor Wright. Gets the offensive rebound, brings it back up top, gets a little penetration, and cuts the lead to 4. Right over to Jamaat Rivers, who's going to take it, and he pops down a Georgia Southern three-pointer. Beaufort now leads by 7. Nice play there. Oh, and once again, Hilton Head can't quite get the ball to fall in, but Chris Washington will go to the line for 2. And that's really what they need to do. They need to slow it down. They need to let Davis Malloy, when he's in there, Chris Washington, establish their post position, throw it into them. They can either turn or shoot or kick it right back out for an open shot, Marcus. That's going to be their formula for winning tonight.
And what was the key that we mentioned last week in the guys' game? Making your free throws. That one, nothing but the strings right there. It's such a big key. That and just playing scrappy defense. Those are really the keys in this league to playing really good basketball. We've seen it with all the games that we've done so far this year in the girls and the guys.
Chris Washington, the senior captain, converts both. Pulls his team within 5 with 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. The Beaufort Eagles playing a very inspired senior night game tonight. Jamaat Rivers thinking about shooting. He wanted to. Uh-oh. And Jontavius Murray got a little confused there as to what to do. Good defense by the Seahawks. They kick it back out. Oh, but there's almost a nice steal. Trevor Wright keeps it. Trapped in the corner, throws it underneath to a breaking Davis Malloy, who lays it up and in. Fine play by the 6'4" junior. And Jamaat Rivers brings it back down. Kicks it right over to Austin Burnett. Austin Burnett's tied up in a jump ball. We have a little talking going on down below. And our referee's going to make it very clear to him there's going to be none of that tonight. You know, and all we're looking for is good basketball. We don't need to have that, especially out of this, you know, this age group. Do we, Marcus?
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, you kind of get it. These two teams are pretty close to each other, about an hour away. It's a hostile environment or semi-hostile environment. Big game for Beaufort, being that it's senior night. Hilton Head's looking to get in to the playoffs. A lot on the line for both teams. That's just, there's no room for that bickering back and forth, making it any more than it needs to be. Just go out and play good basketball. Be smart, do things right on the court, and how it plays out is how it'll play out.
And as you see there, a good move by Hilton head coach Ken Updike. He sits Jourdan Singleton down, just has a little talk with him, let him cool off a little bit, let him regroup, and he'll be back in no time. So there's some more good defense by Hilton Head. They're causing Beaufort all kinds of problems, and we're on the floor now. And things are starting to resemble a little bit more of a scrum. That's in that game of rugby that, I don't know about you, Marcus, but I know I certainly never wanted to play.
Oh, heavens no. I mean, that for me, as thin as I am, I mean, that had like broken arms and broken legs written all over it, torn up knees.
Non-stop football without a helmet, right?
Yeah.
And there's a long one right there by Jamaat Rivers. That's a Georgia Southern three-pointer, and he puts them up by 6. Davis Malloy looking to do something. Trevor Wright's not going to be shy. He puts it up. He comes up empty. Senior Chris Washington gets a rebound, and he gets his 9th point of the game. Club Car of Hilton Head, Beaufort County's only authorized club car dealer. Jamaat Rivers throws it over on the perimeter. Good defense there by Hilton Head. Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet, before you buy, give us a try. Jamaat Rivers going to put it up again as he falls away, goes off the front of the rim, and here come the Seahawks, trailing by 4. Trevor Wright takes it to the hoop, and he gets fouled. Covert Air is proud to be in their 5th year as presenting sponsor of the Covert Air High School Basketball Game of the Week. Be sure to visit them at covertair.com or give them a call at 706-5090 for all of your heating and air conditioning needs, and tell them you're a fan of high school sports right here on WHHI. And it looked like we might have had a little walk there, but senior Chris Washington gets away with it. And he gets 2 more for the Seahawks as they pull within 2 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
That's kind of reminiscent, and as much as I'm a fan of LeBron James, that's kind of LeBron James reminiscent at the high school level. LeBron seems to always get those calls when he's walking.
That was what we call the NBA call. You know, it's really not traveling unless you start at the foul line and take 4 steps, you know? So we have a turnover there by Buford on the traveling call. Hilton Head will bring it back up now. 1:55 left in the second quarter. Buford leads it by 2, 21-19. Don't forget to stick around for the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime show. We'll be recapping the first half, talking about what might happen in the second half, and Davis Malloy puts in his 3rd and 4th points of the game, and he ties this one up. Corey Witter not able to convert, and here come the Seahawks. Malloy gets it out quick. Trevor Wright gets fouled, and the bucket goes in, and he's going to go to the line and try to get a Georgia Southern 3-point play. Nice ball movement there, Marcus.
Absolutely, and that's playing the play to the end of the play. Like I was talking with Kevin Libby a couple of weeks ago. Not giving up on the play early, just playing the play through and you got the bucket, and he's got one more coming in bonus land at the line.
Trevor Wright does not convert on the Georgia Southern three-point try. Hilton Head leads it by 2 now. And Beaufort starting to do what they don't want to do tonight, and that is go ahead and start to turn it over often. Davis Malloy over on the right side. Hilton Head working the perimeter. Chris Washington kicks it out to an open Trevor Wright. Kicks it off the front of the rim, and here comes Beaufort. Jamaat Rivers is going to slow things up a little bit here. Doesn't want them to start rushing things. Nice play there to keep it under control by Austin Burnett, who feeds it underneath to Dejan Galloway, and he scores. Ties this one up now. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Some tenacious defense being played by both teams tonight as Jamaat Rivers comes down with that one. And we're going to have a foul called this time.
You used a great word there, Chris, tenacious. There are elements of both of these defenses that remind me of the Virginia Cavaliers and how they like to use that pack line defense, really force outside shots. It's just not completely consistent right now for either team to get as quality as Virginia is, but I see it, and they've got to keep it going. It's been a battle so far.
It has, Marcus. Georgia Southern, Florida and South Carolina residents receive in-state tuition at our campuses in Savannah and Hinesville. Visit georgiasouthern.edu/border states. And that's going to conclude the second quarter with Hilton Head ahead 26-3. When we come back, we'll have the Mike Rickenbaugh halftime show right after this.
Covert Air.
Preventative maintenance, emergencies, new units. We are Covert Air, serving Bluffton 24/7.
For all your heating and air conditioning, no one can compare.
Club Car of Hilton Head, an authorized dealer of the finest golf, utility, and transportation vehicles in the industry. We have a full selection of electric, gas, PTV, golf, and utility vehicles. We are family owned and operated and value our customer relationships. Fully staffed with factory-trained technicians and can service your cart at your home or business. We provide an outstanding customer experience from sales to service. Come check us out. We are proud to be Hilton Head's only authorized club car dealer.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit HHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
And we welcome you into the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime show. I'm Chris Tremblay, joined by my color analyst, Marcus Walsh. First half, a lot of up and down, a lot of back and forth. Hilton Head takes the lead 26-23. Quick scoring summary for you for Hilton Head High. Trevor Wright leads the scoring with 11, along with Chris Washington, the senior captain. He also has 11. Davis Malloy, the 6'4" junior, he has 4. They were the only 3 to score for Hilton Head. For Beaufort, Dejan Galloway has 7. Jamaat Rivers has 6. Corey Witter with 5. And Ethan Liana, He has 5. They were the only 4 players on Beaufort side to score, so we had only 7 of the players on the floor, or 8 of the players, or I'm sorry, 7 players on the floor did all the scoring. Marcus, a lot of up and down, back and forth in this one. Pretty good first half.
Absolutely, Chris. I'm noticing a trend that they're going tried and true with the guys that can get them those buckets. There's a big game for both these teams. You know, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. It's been physical the entire game. I look forward to a really good second half.
Would you agree the recipe for Hilton Head, it certainly appears to me, they need to come down, they need to get set up, they need to let Davis Malloy and Chris Washington establish themselves down low in the post so they can get the ball, either get the ball down low, turn and, attempt a shot from right there or kick it back out quickly, because they definitely have a height advantage.
Absolutely, that is a key. And like I said earlier, if Beaufort can just continue to pressure inside, force those outside shots, box out, get some good plays inside with the post defensively, they've got a chance to really control this second half. Hilton Head's going to have to continue to look for the outside game when they can get it and get those shots to go in.
Is it safe to say we're seeing an intensity level in this one that maybe we haven't seen in every game we've done this year? It seems as though we've got a lot of scrapping going on down there, and there's no loss of love between these two teams.
You know, we saw it with the girls' game here. I saw it last week with Ridgeland, Hardyville, and Battery Creek. There is certainly no love lost in certain areas of this Lowcountry of South Carolina. We're seeing it here tonight. There's a lot to be played for on the line, a lot of pride here at the gym. It's going to be a great second half. I'm looking forward to working it with you, Chris.
The last time these two teams played back on January 23rd, it was fairly close at halftime. Hilton Head outscored Beaufort 40-17 in the second half. Beaufort at times got going a little bit quick up and down the court. It seemed to cost them. What do you think they need to do to keep this one close?
You know, they got to just keep playing their game, I think. You know, minimize the fouls, play solid defense, make your free throws, the stuff that we've been talking about, you and I, calling these games lately. They've just got to keep going. You know, don't lose your cool either. Both teams, they've got to stay composed. There's a lot on the line, like I said, and we'll see what happens in the second half and who comes out with a win.
That concludes the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime show. When we come back, Marcus and I will have the second half action right after this.
Serving the residents of Sun City 24/7 for your heating and air conditioning needs. Complete customer satisfaction is not only our goal, it's our business.
No one can compare.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
Club Car of Hilton Head, an authorized dealer of the finest golf, utility, and transportation vehicles in the industry. We have a full selection of electric, gas, PTV, golf, and utility vehicles. We are family-owned and operated and value our customer relationships. Fully staffed with factory-trained technicians and can service your cart at your home or business. We provide an outstanding customer experience from sales to service. Come check us out. We are proud to be Hilton Head's only authorized club car dealer.
You're watching the Covert Air High School Basketball Series right here on WHHI Sports.
And we welcome you into the second half action here from the Eagles Nest at Beaufort High School. Chris Tremblay along with Marcus Walsh. Hilton Head, the Seahawks, the visitors, they lead at 26-23. For those of you just joining us, here's what you need to know. Hilton Head wins tonight, they're in the postseason. If they lose, they need Cane Bay, who's also playing this evening, to lose to Berkeley. If that's the case, both of those two teams will finish with the same record, but Hilton Head owns the tiebreaker as they won both matchups earlier this year. Chris Washington, the senior, gets it. He goes up, is fouled, and right away he's going to go and try for a Georgia Southern three-point play. Last time these two teams played, back on January 23rd, it was a 40-17 second half in favor of Hilton Head. That separated things, and Beaufort's got to make sure in the first few minutes, Marcus, they don't let things start to get away from them.
Absolutely, Chris, and like I said at halftime, a lot of it's going to be determined by defensive intensity and certainly from the free throw line who wins this basketball game and keeping your composure. Both teams have to continue to do that.
Chris Washington unable to convert, and here come the Eagles. Nice pass underneath right there, not able to convert is Corey Witter, but it's followed up right there. And here come the Eagles again. Both teams playing really good defense here tonight. Oh, and getting called for the wraparound there. That's number 1, Lance Jackson. He thought he had a jump ball there, but obviously he got some part of the body. Beaufort will take it out on the side. Kind of hard to get that jump ball when you're reaching over the guy with both arms, though. You're going to get called for that one every time, you know? Here comes Jamaat Rivers. Nice pass inside, kicked out, and we're going to have a little traveling there. So Ethan Leanna trying to go ahead and do something before he puts the ball to the floor, and that's going to be a turnover, and here comes Hilton Head. Trevor Wright's going to put up a three-pointer, goes off the front of the hoop. He tries to get his offensive rebound, not able to do so. Brought down by Ethan Leanna. He's looking for a little help here bringing the ball up. Jamaat Rivers isn't going to be shy about putting it up. Banks it off the back of the iron. Here comes Trevor Wright, who throws it ahead to Davis Malloy, who kicks it in, and right away, Hilton Head gets another 2. So Davis Malloy, down court there, receives the pass from Trevor Wright, increases the Hilton Head lead to 5. Nice try defensively there. Club Car of Hilton Head, Beaufort County's only authorized club car dealer. If you're looking to get yourself a golf cart, check out Club Car of Hilton Head. Long three-pointer put up there by Dejan Galloway that hits nothing. Davis Malloy is going to try the same thing, and he barely caught some iron, and here come the Eagles. So those two missed three-pointers, even things out. Jamaat Rivers trying to make something happen. He loses the ball and gives it up. Lance Jackson converts for an easy 2. Seahawks now lead by 7, and they're starting to pull away, Marcus.
That's what you talked about, Chris, with this second half of the matchup earlier this year. It's going to be interesting to see what Beaufort can do. They are down by 7 right now, and it seems like they're actually getting a little bit tired on both sides of the ball, that the Seahawks are wearing them down a little bit. We'll see if the Seahawks decide to stay up tempo. It looks like they're slowing it down across midcourt this time around.
Both of these teams playing, safe to say, as intense defense as we've seen all year.
Yeah, I would say that. Certainly saw Ridgeland Hardyville a couple of weeks ago, and they played outstanding defense against Battery Creek. But both teams, in terms of doing it defensively at the same time, yeah, it's definitely very aggressive and very intense.
Trevor Wright with that last hoop. And now we have a foul. Austin Burnett will go to the line, try to convert on 2 of them. Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet. Before you buy, give us a try. That's Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet. And I promised myself when I was driving up here tonight, Marcus, that I wasn't going to harp on the missed free throws like I did the last game. And I'm going to try awfully hard not to do it, but they are so important.
They are.
All right, Austin Burnett able to convert on 1 out of 2, which was actually better than we saw last game. So I'm not going to say anything. Okay, mum's the word. I'm zipping my lip.
I guess I probably should too then, right?
We're going to do our best. Hilton Head slowing things down just a bit now. Nice cut there by Trevor Wright, and he scores again, and he's starting to light up that scoreboard a little bit. And that's the kind of ball movement that Hilton Head needs to have, and there's a steal right there, and it's going to go to Jourdan Singleton, who's going to lay it up and in.
You talk about the intensity. I didn't catch a number, but I believe a Seahawk hit the floor and hit the floor hard right across midcourt. I happened to see that out of the corner of my eye. That was some kind of action there towards midcourt.
And just like that, Hilton Head goes up by 12. Covert Air is proud to be in their 5th year as presenting sponsor of the Covert Air High School Basketball Game of the Week. Be sure to visit them at covertair.com or give them a call at 706-5090. That's 706-5090 for all of your heating and air conditioning needs, and tell them you are a fan of high school sports right here on WHHI-TV. And we do appreciate everything Covert Air does for not only basketball, but also during their football series in the fall. I know I enjoy calling the games, along with Chuck Big Daddy Z Zabek. Give a little shout out to Chuck Big Daddy Z.
Hopefully Chuck's having a good night tonight, and I could tell you from first-hand experience as well. I was talking to Kevin Libby about it the other day. Calling a game with Chuck is incredible. He knows so much about the game of football, the ins and outs. I mean, just having a conversation with him is a thrill. He's one of a kind. We're glad to have him with the WHHI family for sure.
Encyclopedia Chuck, I call him. You know, he's probably sitting in the chair watching us with a smile on his face, maybe having a little sarsaparilla, you know, a little something
absolutely.
there. Yeah, sure. Okay, and Hilton Head's going to reset it. Jourdan Singleton over to Lance Jackson, who tries to convert. Nothing happening there. And Beaufort, I think, really wants to score the next basket. They're down by 12. They don't want to go down by any more. Dejan Galloway out there. He turns it over. Then he gets it right back. Tries a little spin move, regains his composure. And he just can't quite get one to drop. He's had some good looks. There's senior Chris Washington, but he's going to convert.
I'm going to pull a Bill Walton right here. What a pass.
What a pass.
What a pass.
Yeah, we like that, yeah. You talk about a fun color analyst. He's fun to watch games, dude.
You literally never know what he's going to do when he's with Dave Pash.
Nice pass there from Dejan Galloway. Corey Witter not able to get it, but Galloway gets it back. Once again, it's as though there's a bubble on that basket for him. Nice save by the Seahawks, and here comes Lance Jackson. Throws it on over. That was Gaston Moore who tried to hit there. And we're going to have a foul on a Seahawk. And we're going to have a few subs come in. So once again, now we're starting to go up and down the court pretty quick, but we're getting off shots that maybe the coaches would like to see happen a little closer to the hoop, and they'd like to see the team stay a little bit more in control.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just the pace of this third quarter, it's kind of getting frenetic and getting away actually a little bit from both teams right now. Got to reel it back in a little bit, just like a fishing rod. Reel it back in.
And the Seahawks cause another turnover, and here they come. Trevor Wright throws it underneath to a cutting Davis Malloy, who got tripped up and wasn't quite able to take it. Georgia Southern University. Florida and South Carolina residents should know that they receive in-state tuition at our campuses in Savannah and Hinesville. Visit georgiasouthern.edu/border states. That's georgiasouthern.edu/border states. Trevor Wright out up top, slowing things down just a bit, bounces it off his foot, turnover. Here come the Eagles. And I think that Ethan Leanna had himself in a situation where he might have thought he was a little closer to the hoop than he was, and he tried a little LeBron James there.
Yeah, absolutely. There are only so many people that can do that. I mentioned LeBron James earlier. How about
you're saying Ethan isn't one of them?
How about the shot that LeBron James had last night? That was a thing of beauty to win it.
And once again, the bucket just isn't open to the Eagles here in the third quarter. Trevor Wright thinks about penetrating, decides to put up a soft little jumper, and once again, Trevor Wright is right on the mark. You like that?
I like that a lot. That's really good.
So it's 42-26 now. Hilton Head starting to pull away. Their defense has really been something in this third quarter. Davis Malloy ties things up, and let's see where the possession arrow is. And I think Davis was pretty happy with himself on that play, too.
He was. That was great seeing just the joyful exuberance coming out of him, clapping, smiling. It almost looked like he was laughing on that play. That's what you love to see. These kids, you know, they work their tails off in the weight room, at practice during the games, but just the unbridled joy of playing a game like this. You love to see it.
Once again, it's senior night here at Beaufort High School. Trevor Wright trying for the steal. Jamaat Rivers drives, he gets tied up a little bit, gets tied up again. He's going to be called. We had a timeout. Let's see, did we have a timeout called? I believe we did. And we did. So quick timeout taken by Beaufort coach Mike Ark, and kind of similar to what happened last time. Hilton Head's pulling away here in the second half, Marcus. Warren Dickens will take it out. Out to Jamaat Rivers. Right over to their leading scorer, Dejan Galloway. Both teams sometimes throwing passes that maybe their teammates aren't quite expecting. We've seen a lot of that tonight. Galloway thinks about it, takes the dribble, pops in. Once again, he can't buy one. Neither can Corey Witter, but he was fouled and he'll go to the line.
Might have to try to get a lease.
Instead of buying, go ahead and lease it. All right, here's Corey Witter. He converts on the first one. Back into the game comes Jourdan Singleton, along with Lance Jackson. And Witter knocks them both down. Cuts it to 42-28 Hilton Head now. Just under a minute left in the third quarter. Good defensive play there by Dejan Galloway. Hilton Head will keep it. Quick underneath pass right there. Great conversion by Lance Jackson. So a heads-up play by the Seahawks. They increase their lead back up to 16. 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Hilton Head leads it 48-28. 38 seconds left, third quarter. Let's see if Coach Ken Updike will be looking for the last shot, or he's going to take it right to the hoop. Every indicator is they'll take it to the hoop as soon as they feel comfortable, and sure that happens. Jourdan Singleton puts it up, doesn't quite get off the shot he wants, and now Beaufort has a chance to cut into the lead. Over to Dejan Galloway. Now with 12 seconds left. Galloway goes, pops it from the side, and oh, finally Dejan Galloway's able to convert. Tough little baseline shot there. Davis Malloy started to lose it. able to save it, but that'll end the third quarter. So after 3 here at the Eagles Nest, Hilton Head 44, Beaufort 30. We'll be back right after this.
Bigger is not always better. A big HVAC system may get you to the desired temperature quicker, but the end result is wildly fluctuating temps and a loss of efficiency. And that translates to a loss of money. When it comes to HVAC, size really does matter.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHITV.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit WHHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
Station 300, staying cool in the summer and warm in the winter through the services of Covert Air.
For all your heating and air conditioning, no one can compare.
And we're ready to start the fourth quarter here at the Eagles Nest at Beaufort High School. Chris Tremblay along with Marcus Walsh. Hilton Head leads it 44-30 on the strength of outscoring Beaufort 18-7 there in the third quarter. Sort of what happened last time these two teams played back on January 23rd. It's all about defense tonight, as Hilton Head's defense has been, I'm going to use the term again, tenacious. And right there, a lot of double teaming, and Beaufort can't put themselves in a position where they get stuck at a corner because Hilton Head will not let them out, Marcus.
No, Hilton Head's just been tremendous, making play after play on the defensive side. Their defense has been excellent so far tonight, and it continues to be.
Dejan Galloway not able to convert. Here come the Seahawks. Jourdan Singleton down, passes it right over to Chris Washington, over to Trevor Wright, back over to Singleton. Lance Jackson now is looking for Trevor Wright to go out, and he went in. So Beaufort will get the ball. Club Car of Hilton Head, Beaufort County's only authorized club car dealer. If you're looking for a golf cart in the Lowcountry, check out Club Car of Hilton Head, conveniently located just off of Hilton Head, across from the entrance to Moss Creek. Jamaat Rivers, he's been sort of the quarterback most of the night out at the point. Dejan Galloway with a nice spin move, lost it, but it goes off a Seahawk, and the Eagles will keep the ball.
That would have been a heck of a play right there, Chris, if he could have finished. He had a great move inside.
About 75% of it looked really good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Nice little shot there by Warren Dickens. Gets 2 more for Beaufort. Trevor Wright, oh, I thought for sure Trevor was going to put that one up. He had 3-point eyes working there. And we're going to have a foul on Jamaat Rivers. So, Lance Jackson will go to the line for 2. Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet. Before you buy, give us a try. That's Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet. And Jackson points the first one. Chris Washington now for Hilton Head, positioning himself underneath for Maybe a rebound that pops out a little bit. And Jackson converts on the second one. So Hilton Head goes up by 13 now, 6:40 left in the fourth quarter. Georgia Southern three-point try by Jamaat Rivers, converted and put right back in. Nice take there by Trevor Wright, not able to get it to fall. Dejan Galloway there got away with a couple steps, I think.
Jamaat Rivers really reminds me of Ramel Rivers a lot. I really wonder if those guys might be related. Ramel Rivers, of course, playing at Bluffton. Just the game is very similar, very tenacious on the offensive side. Those two guys, two of the best I've seen doing basketball games for WHHI this year.
Dejan Galloway at the foul line now. Once again, that hoop just has a cover on it for him, not able to make anything. Trevor Wright looking for the give and go. Long three-pointer right there, knocked down by Oliver Holmes. That's a Georgia Southern three-pointer. So Oliver Holmes, the freshman, decides I'm going to get to be part of this party. Knocks down a big three-pointer. Nice take to the hoop right there by Jamaat Rivers. Trevor Wright's going to try to answer. He doesn't, and here comes Beaufort. They trail by 12, 5:20 left in the game. And we'll have a foul out up top on Chris Washington. And we're going to have a quick timeout here. That gives us a perfect opportunity to mention once again that Covert Air is proud to be in their 5th year as presenting sponsor of the Covert Air High School Basketball Game of the Week. Be sure to visit them at covertair.com or give them a call at 706-5090. That's 706-5090 for all of your heating and air conditioning needs. And tell them you are a fan of high school sports right here on WHHI-TV.
That rim's got to kind of turn it around. Be kind to the Eagles.
And just as we say that, they miss. And here comes Hilton Head. I'm sorry, before I gave that three-point at Oliver Holmes, that was actually Gaston Moore that made it for Hilton Head High. Moore's thinking about trying it again. Davis Malloy kicks it out, trying to keep it alive, and he does. He does a great job of stealing it right there. Gaston Moore gets it back for them, and he's going to try another one, and this one's off. And no such luck this time. So Gaston Moore with a nice steal tries the three-pointer, not able to convert, and here comes Beaufort. Long pass right there, almost saved by the Eagles, but the Seahawks will get the turnover. And that's not the recipe for what Beaufort needs to do right now, Marcus.
No, not at all. They need to hang on to the basketball, play a little bit smarter. I think, too, they need to pass in a little bit of tighter spacing. I think Hilton Head is just analyzing where the ball's going to be heading. That's helping their defense be even more tenacious.
Given to Dejan Galloway, who just can't buy one here in the second half. Here comes Gaston Moore again. Trying to make something happen. Oh. And what a save right there. Here comes Jamaat Rivers. We have another, and we're just going back and forth now. Up and down, back and forth. Trevor Wright now trying to make something happen. Davis Malloy won't be shy to kick it in. And let's see what the call is here. We have an over-the-back foul on Gaston Moore, and Beaufort will get the ball. So Jamaat Rivers will go to the line with a chance for a 1-and-1. And he converts on the first. .353 left in this one. Hilton Head leads 48-37. And Rivers cashes in on both of them. So the lead is now cut to 10. Hilton Head, no need to rush it. A win and they go to the postseason. A loss and they need a little help. Jourdan Singleton trying to be patient out to Davis Malloy, who throws it into Singleton. Back out to Malloy, who's going to give it up to Lance Jackson, who's going to reset things. Oh, those cross-court passes can get a little bit dangerous. We saw it hurt John Paul II in the last game here on WHHI against John Paul. And we're going to have a pushing foul there on number 21, Austin Burnett. Hilton Head not yet in the 1-and-1. They'll take it out on the side. And we have a timeout to Beaufort. We have 3 minutes left, 3 minutes, 4 seconds left here in this one. Hilton Head leads by 10. And that gives us a chance to mention our friends at Georgia Southern University. Marcus, I bet you did not know that Florida and South Carolina residents receive in-state tuition at our campuses in Savannah and Hinesville. Visit georgiasouthern.edu/border-states. That's georgiasouthern.edu/border-states. Did you know that?
I actually did, only because I've done that read myself about 25 times.
Well, now we hope everybody else knows and takes advantage of that opportunity.
We're giving the public information.
We want our friends to certainly support our sponsors here at WHHI and Georgia Southern University, a fine school. So Hilton Head now, they don't need to rush anything. They can just take their time. Beaufort, not so much. They need to get down and start scoring some quick points and start causing some turnovers. Both teams with some really good defense tonight. Really the difference in this second half is Beaufort just hasn't been able to get the ball to go in the hoop. They've had some good looks, just too many balls off the side of the rim, off the front of the rim. And this one could very easily be tied, Marcus.
Absolutely. That rim has just been saying no the entire night. It's like you said, there's a cover on it.
And there was the cover on the hoop for Hilton Head. Is a great cut by Chris Washington, and he had himself a free two-pointer there. Was not able to convert, and he's not going to miss those very often. There's Lance Jackson coming up with a steal, right to Trevor Wright, who's going to kick it back out and smartly reset by the Seahawks. Coach Ken Updike letting them know there is no hurry. 2:38 now left in this one. They lead it by 10. Davis Malloy gets his hands on it, kicks it back out to Lance Jackson. And he's fouled there by Dejan Galloway. Thrown into Trevor Wright, he's immediately fouled. I think the recipe is now Beaufort's going to foul them until they get the bonus. They want to start sending them to the foul line. And Hilton Head's going to take a timeout. So it appears as though the foul shot's going to come into play here, Marcus. Beaufort's going to start fouling, start putting Hilton Head on the line for the one-on-one.
Yeah, it's that time of the night, Chris. There's no doubt about it. And it's just going to have to be, patience there at the free throw line, and we'll see what Beaufort can do to try to get back in this thing. It's going to start to slow down being that they're at the line. We'll see what happens in the next 2:25 of the ball game.
.225 left in the game. Hilton Head will be taking the ball out on the side. Lance Jackson doing those duties. And the ball goes into Jourdan Singleton. And immediately they foul Trevor Wright. And now we're going to start the foul shooting fiesta. Trevor Wright going to the line for 1 and 1. Hilton Head not putting anybody on the line. Wright puts the first one up and converts. So Trevor Wright takes advantage of 2 free opportunities. Ups the lead to 12 now. 2:20 left in the game. Taking it to the hoop there is Jamaat Rivers. He's fouled and he'll go to the line for 2. Jamaat Rivers gets his 11th point of the night. Coach Mike Ark doing a little shuffling there. Rivers misses the second one, and Hilton Head now leads by 11. And Hilton Head with good ball movement. Chris Washington with the ball right over to Lance Jackson, who's immediately fouled by Ethan Liana. So another one-on-one with Lance Jackson, going to try to take advantage of that opportunity. Jackson, the 5'11" senior. He converts on the first. This will be his last regular season game at Hilton Head High. The way things look right now, he'll probably be playing in the postseason. And he misses the second. So Jamaat Rivers now bringing it up. And more good defense by Hilton Head. They just seem to get their hands on the ball all the time. Makes it a tough angle there for Dejan Galloway, who's not able to convert. And Davis Malloy now gets the ball, and he'll go to the foul line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. And my guess is now, Marcus, unless Hilton Head gets on a fast break and they get in front of the Eagles, we're not going to be able to see them put up any more shots except from the foul line.
Yeah, I would not think so, Chris. It's going to be just, play your game, try to slow things down. 1:42 left. You've got a lead of 51-39 at this point. Just kind of salt this one away and head on into finish the regular season, of course. Head on into the playoffs.
Head on into that playoff sunset, right? That playoff sunset. Davis Malloy converts on the first one. Malloy will be back next year, a 6'4" junior, which I'm sure makes Coach Ken Updike very happy. It's always nice to have those 6'4" and taller guys coming back. And Malloy converts on both. So 1:40 now left in the game. Hilton Head up by 14. Jamaat Rivers takes it, and looked like we had a little up and down there, but maybe not. And Hilton Head will go back to the foul line. So Beaufort doing a good job of not wasting any time when they don't have the ball to get Hilton Head to earn this one by making them get the free throws in. Senior Chris Washington, the captain, will be going to the line now. And he converts on the first. And he knocks down the second one. So Hilton Head increases their lead to 16 now, 1:29 left in this one. Nice quick pass in there, but a turnover to Washington. He decides he's going to take it to the hoop, and what a play Chris Washington makes. The senior captain gets bumped in midair, able to regather himself, lay it on in, and he'll go to the line for a Georgia Southern three-point play attempt. Nice play there by Washington, the senior captain, Marcus.
That was a tremendous play, just gliding to the hole, putting it up, count it, and one more coming from the line.
And indeed, Washington makes it a Georgia Southern three-point play. Don't forget to stick around for the MVP presentation after the game. Hilton Head continuing with just really tight man-to-man defense. And they'll get the ball. So we're just under a minute now. Hilton Head leads it by 19 points. Here comes Trevor Wright, and he's going to slow things up, or so he thought, as the ball is taken from him from behind. Corey Witter takes it and tries to do something there. Gaston Moore comes down with it, gives it on up, and they're going to try to slow things down now. And it appears as though Beaufort's going to let things run out. Trevor Wright with it up top. 30 seconds left now. And Hilton Head's just going to run this one down. So Hilton Head's going to move to 10-11 for the season. Beaufort to 2-20. There's a three-point try right there, and a three-point hit from Elijah Fest. So three-pointer from the freshman. Trevor Wright bringing it down under 5 seconds now. He's going to try a long three-pointer and comes up empty. However, the Hilton Head High Seahawks have secured their spot in the playoffs with a 58-42 victory here at the Eagles Nest at Beaufort High School. When we come back, we'll have the MVP presentation right after this.
Stay tuned for the Covert Air High School Basketball Series, right here on WHHI-TV Sports.
Club Car of Hilton Head, an authorized dealer of the finest golf, utility, and transportation vehicles in the industry. We have a full selection of electric, gas, PTV, golf, and utility vehicles. We are family owned and operated and value our customer relationships. Fully staffed with factory-trained technicians and can service your cart at your home or business. We provide an outstanding customer experience from sales to service. Come check us out. We are proud to be Hilton Head's only authorized club car dealer.
John Paul II Catholic School is committed to preparing students for the challenges of life through intellectual, physical, and spiritual programs that advance academic excellence, leadership, service to others, while fostering discipleship according to the traditions of the Catholic faith. Our core values of service, holiness, integrity, excellence, leadership, and diversity are represented by the shield of our mascot, the Golden Warrior. Call or click today to see all the great things going on at John Paul II Catholic School.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit WHHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
A third of American families say they feud over the thermostat setting, and the battle can lead to higher energy bills by bouncing the temperature up and down. Find a temperature that everyone can live with, then avoid the feud. Set it and forget it. A tip from Covert Air.
And we welcome you into the post-game show. It was close at halftime, but as was the case when these two teams met back on January 23rd, Hilton Head pulled away in the second half, outscoring Beaufort 32-19 for a 58-42 victory. Coach, let's get right into the meat of it. The defense was tenacious tonight.
That's when we're active defensively and we get some deflections and get some easy buckets. It turns us around. Like I said before, some easy shots, making baskets, field goal percentage. We do that on a defensive end, and then it really changes us around on the other side of the floor too. We do things well when we can guard.
You have to be pleased with how this sets you up now going into the postseason. The win tonight gets you in. Solid game, and that's what you were talking about before, and this momentum should carry over, should it not?
I hope so. I hope you're right. We're going to travel to Wilson on Wednesday. I think they're the #1 team in the state. So, being the 4 seed, we welcome that. I mean, I don't think anybody expects you to win, so you go in there, you play free, and who knows.
Let's talk about the two seniors I have here to my left. Chris Washington, the senior captain. To my immediate left, had 20 points tonight. Trevor Wright had 19. You're going to lose them, but how much have you enjoyed having them?
Oh, great group of kids. The seniors that we have 4 seniors. Both of them, we weren't real sure what was going to happen. Coming in as juniors, like you see glimpses of what they're able to do, and then as seniors to watch them really just kind of explode, and be leaders on the floor, off the floor. I'm proud of them.
As you should be. Gentlemen, I'm going to turn to you now. Congratulations, you are the co-game MVPs. I am going to give this to you to share for the time being. We'll get one for both of you, though, down the road, okay? Chris, I'm going to start with you. Senior captain, good game tonight, fair game tonight. How do you feel about it?
We missed a lot of easy baskets that we should have made. I feel like if we made those baskets, it could have been a better game instead of being close at the beginning. So I feel like as a team, we could have did better. And I feel like at the end, we kind of cleaned it up, and that's how we got the victory.
Offensively, both teams missed some shots we could call chippies. I know I saw one at the end there where you caught a real nice pass. And you missed. I'm not trying to harp on it. It just rolled off the rim, but the basket was closed for Beaufort also tonight. The defense was pretty tough, though. You guys really play some tough D. How hard do you work on that in practice?
We work on defense probably majority of the practice because that's where we get most of our points. I feel like our defense is our best offense.
Well said. Trevor, I'm going to go over to you. You and Lance Jackson, kind of the quarterbacks out there. When things seem to get going a little wayward, you two take the ball and kind of slow things down. Are those the instructions from Coach?
Yes, sir. Coach wants us to handle the ball at all times. Get our team right and tell them where to go at. Tell them what spots on the floor, what shots to take sometimes, because sometimes they need our help because we the captains, we the seniors of the team, so we got to help them out sometimes. But, yeah, that's our lead on the team.
A couple times tonight I saw you come down. You had an open three, and I could see it in your eyes that you wanted to take it, but a few times you threw it into Chris and some of your other players. How hard is it sometimes to pass up on that three when you feel like you're pretty open?
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Yeah, especially when Coach Updike gave me the green light. He told me to take shots when I'm open. So if I see open teammates, I'm usually gonna pass the ball. But if I'm open, I'm gonna shoot it. Yes, sir.
Do either of you have basketball plans moving forward collegiately at this point? Trevor, I'll start with you.
I'm not sure yet. I want to though. I don't have any offers at this moment, but I also never know. Never know. We're looking for a point guard in the future.
Well, I think if somebody's looking for an efficient point guard who can shoot, I think they ought to come in your direction. Chris, how about you?
I don't have any offers yet, as well as Trevor, so I'm trying to get myself out there.
Well, just so you two know, the signing date doesn't come up until the middle of April, so you still have time and you have the postseason to come. Guys, congratulations. Coach, congratulations to you and the Seahawks. We wish you the best of luck in the postseason. And that concludes things from here at the Eagles Nest at Beaufort High School. Once again, Hilton Head High wins 58-42 for our production crew and my color analyst, Marcus Walsh. I'm Chris Tremblay. We'll see you next time right here on WHHI Sports.